Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Chris McHugh, and this video is long overdue. And before we even get started, I want to start by saying, forgive me if my appearance, my voice, or even the message that I shared rubs you the wrong way. The only thing I hope is that you listen on. I'll try to keep things brief, and I'd like to start with why I'm recording these videos. So the first thing is understanding that recently in September of 2015 I had probably the 6th or 7th of a there's a couple ways of calling what I experienced a spiritual emergency on one end, or a bipolar mania, whatever, connectedness, oneness, spiritual awakening, whatever word you want to use. And throughout this process, it's been a challenge to really organize what has been grounded, in a sense, in reality, because I've had visions on one end, and I've had hallucinations, same thing, different perspectives through the process. My experience wasn't negative per se, although some of the decisions I made had, of course, ramifications to those around me. I lost some friends, gained some friends, and through this entire process, which through these videos I'll no doubt reflect upon my story, but I don't want to make this about me, and this is the point. The why is that I'd like to share some of the insights that I've gotten through this process. Some of the benefits include developing a love for yourself in spite of past that you could very rightly associate a lot of negativity to, and how to overcome that, and to be reborn in a sense where you're contributing and you move past, what others have done to you and maybe how you feel about yourself. That's important. Two, the second aim is to try to unify some perspectives in religion, and to start to maybe look at certain works, whether it be the Bible, the Tao Te Ching, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, whatever number of different books there are out there, how we can kind of see through what would of course be there, which is the egoic, dualistic fluff maybe that can put out what's actually tangible. And that really gets me to the basis, the third and fundamental concept, which is that this is at the same time a way to rationalize in a scientific, a logical perspective, spirituality, in religion and where that falls in, and to also understand the dynamic of how it all kind of plays out in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people, and it doesn't mean it's a separate experience. And I'm really excited to share this opportunity, this perspective. I hope you enjoy the time we'll spend together. So yeah, we're going to start very shortly with our first video, and it's going to be on the original first chapter of the Bible. And instead of going through Genesis through the entire thing, I'm going to touch on a couple key points that I want to speak to, that I think it could blow your mind. But before we get there, I want to encourage you, this will be the last thing I say, to not have something to defend in yourself, and to come to this material with curiosity and kind of like a child nature of adventure and non-judgment. The idea being that no matter what, there are aspects to what we're going to uncover together that run deeper than an ego, put around God, or, as I call it sometimes, the scar that man has put on God's face, that each of us wears. So, and and beyond us, of course. So I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Again, my name's Chris McHugh, if I didn't say that already, and I'm really just happy to be able to share my insights and get this out. I feel like it's a therapeutic thing for me as well, and I guess that would be the fourth, and I guess a little bit selfish way or how about self-loving, of connecting and knowing that you're not alone if you're seeking, spiritual side of faith, and you're drawn to that, but at the same time there's conflict, and hopefully through these videos you'll start to overcome that conflict and start to love it actually, and see it as serving us. So peace, love, and trust, brothers and sisters. Namaste.